Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Nordhold. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 20 bucks or so. There is a 20% launch discount until April 8th, 2025. This is one of the better tower defense games that I've played as of late. The graphics aren't amazing, but what really attracts me to this particular game is the fact that it combines city building with tower defense. Now, I know what you're thinking. What do you mean city building? Are you going to be like Warcraft and Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3 and putting down a barracks and a kind of sorta? The day is broken up into two phases. There's like a day phase where you're going to be spending your resources to build various structures, hiring workers, assigning said workers to those buildings in order to generate more resources, that kind of thing. So that part is like paused. There's no time passing here. It's just you're given unlimited time to use the resources that you have and the workers that you have in the manner that you find most efficient. And as you spend money on buildings, you can unlock temporary upgrades for that run only. They're typically off to the left of these windows, or you can unlock meta progression off to the right. That will affect runs going forward, including that one. But if you miss those, you can at the end of the run, you'll have access to all of those anyway. But it's cool that you can actually upgrade those mid-run rather than wait till the end of the run to spend the honor points, which is your permanent progression currency. The towers in this game are typical. There's like 8 of them as far as I've seen so far. You've got your arrow tower, mortar, electric. It's typical. But the upgrade system is not. The way that works is, so it takes gold to upgrade your towers, but for every wave you just let them go, it reduces the cost for upgrading it up to the point where it's completely free. So you can just wait until the upgrade is ready after 1 or 2 waves, or maybe 2 or 3 waves, and then just pick something upgrade. And there's so many to choose from. I love that. And there's a number of different ways to upgrade in between runs or in between waves too. At night, that's where the tower defense comes in. But in between, you can choose between different banners, which buffs various towers. There's different heroes that you can choose between, and these typically give you some kind of spell choice, as well as special passive or active bonuses, that kind of thing. And the tower system itself is interesting in that different tiles have different numbers on them, which is indicative of their height. So the higher you put them, the better their range. Of course, there are other special tiles out there as well. There's even outposts, which I haven't gotten to yet, which allow you to, I believe, earn resources, but don't quote me on it, actually in the field. I just thought that was interesting. You can send your workers out on missions to get banners. Again, these banners are like a choice of 3 kind of thing, typically, that buff you in some way. And these tavern missions or whatever allow you to send workers out to get those. There's a market. You can spend a gold resource that you'll be earning in order to buy various trinkets and relics. You can upgrade your heroes over time across your spells, your passives. You can even pick a tower passive to upgrade. I just thought that was all very well done. It gave me a lot of choice. Some tower defense games are no, you have to puzzle out with what we give you. And I hate ones that do that. I hate the tower defense games that don't give me the choice. Typically there's a meta, and I have to do the meta, because if I don't, I'm not going to get far enough to beat this level. I hate stuff like that. Here, I feel like I've got more choices. And I think that's what really makes a good tower defense game. And as I was saying earlier, during the day, you do your thing, and then at night, you hit explore when you're ready, and that opens up a new piece of land. You have no control over what spawns. It just pops up. And that's when the enemies spawn to attack your town or your village, whatever. And assuming that you're powerful enough, your towers will either hold them back, or enough will get through to the point where your village loses all of its life and then game over. This is a roguelite, and I have to stress that, meaning there's permanent progression. You're going to be unlocking new things as you play. So your first run, 2, 3, 4 runs are not going to go well. You're typically going to die within the first, maybe a couple of waves. I don't know. Because you're not strong enough. There's no way you can be strong enough. Because, like I said, you're going to be earning honor currency, which is permanent progression currency, to unlock various things. Like you start the game with, I think, 1 or 2 towers, and then from there you can spend your honor to unlock more, or you can spend your honor to like get more wood permanently for your next several run. Like, you know, for your runs going forward, you now have 10 extra wood, and for your runs going forward, now you've got 10 extra stone. So you're going to be spending your honor on these things so that your economy's better for your next run. Several things like your buildings are more efficient on your next run. But like I said, there are temporary upgrades that you can buy as well that affect that run only. So there's some strategies involved here, like, you know, do I go with a gold build because gold is important to upgrade your towers? Gold is important to buy various relics and artifacts, or in some towers need gold in order to be built at all. Or do I focus more on wood or stone? Keeping in mind, though, that if you build the same tower type over and over again, it gets more and more expensive to put that down. So you just can't, like, pick one tower and spam it. You kind of have to, I don't know, you have to branch out a little bit into other towers that you may not be interested in. But so far, like, personally, I'm liking the game. Again, my only real complaint with this is the graphics for the tower defense side of it are a bit lackluster to me. Like, I've seen other tower defense games do the art and the graphics better than what I'm seeing here. But that being said, the part of this game that attracts me anyway is the city side of it, the economy, the city building, and the roguelite progression. That's what attracts me anyway, so like the tower defense side of it I can kind of, you know, just put off to the side in my mind. But overall, yes, I recommend Nordhold. If you like tower defense games and you like roguelites with permanent progression, and you like a little bit of city building involved with that too, then by all means check this out. There's plenty to upgrade permanent progression-wise, meta progression-wise, so this will keep you busy for a while. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.